Hello and welcome to the 112th edition of La Primavera, La Classicissima, call it what you will. It's a very long day out for the riders as we head out of Milan via Pavia, Tortona, Novi Ligure, Ligurian Apennines, negotiating the Colle del Giova, that's the new way. And then we head towards the Tre Capi, three little lumps and bumps, and then the Cipressa, and then the crescendo on the Poggio down to San Remo. The countdown begins. It's a frilly little pink flag to send the riders on their way out of Milan today. 112th edition of Milan-San Remo is underway. And at the front of the race we have a group of 8 riders. Still clear of the main peloton by 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Maximum lead, if you're just joining us, had been in the early moments of this bike race. Well, what was it, about 7 minutes and 35 seconds at one stage, down to 3:17. A mere 70 kilometers per hour for the riders in pursuit of what's now still 4 riders at the very head of a field. We sweep right, Cipressa beckons, all 5 and a bit kilometers of it. 5.6 kilometers, 4.1% on average. It's a grippy one. Still got 4 up front. I would venture to suggest they won't be up front by the time we get to the top of the climb. And rider spills left and finds his way back into the group. But look at the way they absolutely fly up into the Cipressa here. Wout van Aert sits second in line now as last man standing has been called to account from the early break of the day. 8 riders slowly but surely became 1, and now inside 25 kilometers to go. It's all up to the main field. He's trying to surprise them all. What a famous victory that will be. Jacopo Mosca. It's Stuyven, they're saying. Stuyven indeed. Well, wait for full confirmation of that one. Stuyven would certainly make more sense, wouldn't it? Jasper Stuyven has taken his lead of the rest. This was not expected. Trek Segafredo, they won a few years ago, courtesy of Vincenzo Nibali. Now Soren Krauw tries his luck, I do believe it is, for the Team DSM squad. 700 metres remaining. Make that 600 metres. They're all looking at each other. That's got to be good news because Soren Krauw has ridden. And that's good news for Jasper Stuyven. As there, Matteo Trentin is frantic to try and close the gap. He's done this before. And Trentin is hoping that someone else will join up because they don't want to be sprinting for third. Soren Krauw is going to ride this one all the way to the final few hundred metres. Second better than nothing. And Jasper Stuyven waits to launch. Has he managed to recover? They're coming with a charge behind. Here comes Mathieu van der Poel. Van der Poel launches. Will he get to Stuyven in time? Stuyven surely has enough in hand. Jasper Stuyven's got to hang on. A famous victory in Milan-San Remo as Jasper Stuyven survives to take the victory at the end of 299 kilometres. It all came down to that crescendo finish. And Trek Segafredo are already celebrating. Vincenzo Nibali can hardly believe it. Jasper Stuyven can hardly believe it. Mathieu van der Poel vanquished as he's best to the rest behind. But it's Jasper Stuyven that has taken the win.
Yeah, I felt actually really good all day. And the final was going well. I was there on the Poggio, but then of course there was a lot of fast guys. So I know that, yeah, I have to try all or nothing, which I did, and it was good because if I go to the line I maybe finish around 5th to 10th place, and I prefer to go all in and end up with empty hands, and or go all in and take the biggest victory of my career, and maybe 8 times out of 10 we'll have nothing, but those 2 times or even the 1 time I have everything, and yeah, it's amazing. I actually was feeling well, and then was a good gap, and the legs were completely empty at the end, but if you win by 1 minute or 1 centimeter, it's enough.
Well, there you go. There's confirmation of the finishing order at the conclusion of Milan-San Remo. Jasper Stuyven getting the victory ahead of Caleb Ewan. Wout van Aert up for 3rd. Sagan, Van der Poel, Matthews, Arambura it was. It did get in the roof. Colbrelli, Soren Krauw survives for a top 10 finish ahead of Anthony Turgis of Team Direct Energy, but Total Direct Energy. But it was all about Jasper Stuyven, whose late bid for glory was perfectly timed, and fortune favoured the brave.